Deeper meaning behind the Yin Yang symbol part 2. In part 1, we went over how this symbol actually represents the everlasting cycle of change that everything in the universe is subject to, and how this cycle unfolds in an everlasting dance between complementary opposites known as Yin and Yang, and how this is the eternal cycle of life and death, creation and destruction, day and night, and every single duality that you can possibly think of. Now, if you look closely, this symbol actually shows us how this transformation of opposites actually takes place. At the extremes of the white and black swirls, there's a dot of the opposite color. A white dot in the black swirl and a black dot in the white swirl. The dot actually represents the point where during their eternal dance, yin becomes yang and yang becomes yin. It is like a seed that allows yin to give birth to a new yang and yang to give birth to a new yin, creating the eternal dance where opposites always contain each other and transform into one another. And since this dot is also at the extreme of each swirl, it shows us that this process happens when yin reaches its peak and when yang reaches its peak. Now, this process actually applies to the entire universe. Just like when life reaches its peak, it transforms into death. And when death reaches its peak, it transforms into life, creating an eternal dance between life and death. This is also what transforms the cycle of the seasons. When winter reaches its peak, it transforms back into spring, creating the endless cycle. Everything in the universe takes part in this eternal dance between opposites, where opposites always contain each other and transform into one another. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, everything's destiny is to change, to be transformed, to perish, so that new things can be born. Now, if you enjoyed any of this, I suggest you check out my new YouTube video about the Yin Yang symbol. The link will be in the bio.